in Colombia, did you do any music? Did you have any instruments? Was it in the family? What was?
Bro, music has been around me my whole life. Like my earliest memories were I had an uncle who played the guitar and sang like crazy. Like it was actually like he was really talented, and my brother took a liking to it. My older brother Mono, I mean, he's a music artist as well. You know him and stuff, and he was like always around it. And he started making music from a super early age, and like me just being a young kid, not knowing, like I would just be singing all the time. You know, like just subconsciously because you're around it. You know, it's like I don't, you know, like I like music. You're just around music. You know what I mean? So I would just always be singing. Like I like found videos the other day of like me recording myself like 12, 10 years old, like singing like on a computer. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I didn't even know I had this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you get to the U.S. at 10 years old, and what was that like? Well, you said you came in when? So like you're always still in Colombia.
Bro, honestly, I can't lie. I had a good experience. Growing up, you know, like I like the neighborhood I was in. You know, there's a lot of kids. It was really packed. Like, I can't complain really much about living here when I first moved. Only thing that was tough, you know, was being the new kid, not knowing English. You know, just like anything. But I picked up pretty quick, and I felt like I always got along with everybody pretty well. So.
Right. So you never got bullied.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say I didn't get bullied, but. I've never been one to care to be bullied. You know, if I got bullied, I keep on pushing.
Exactly. You didn't make yourself a target.
Yeah.
So in high school, did you make any music? Were you freestyling? When did the music thing start? Even if it was just like a joke or whatever, when did?
Bro, yeah. So started with my best friend, like actually like Stone Flacco. So we would just always be freestyling. You know, he's actually like my engineer now. Like he's like my right hand man. Like anything I need, you know, I got him, and like he got me. So we started doing this music shit, like just freestyling, like doing school, like in the hallways. We started like eventually we weren't even going to class. We were just like chilling, freestyling, like just doing stupid shit.
Okay.
And then we both played sports at the same time. So like we both played soccer. We were into that, but like we just always caught ourselves like always making music, you know. And then around that time, I forgot who it was. I think it was my boy Juju. He got like a mic, and he was like, "Yo, record something for fun." I recorded it, and then all my friends were like playing it on their phones, like bumping. Shit. You know what I mean?
So this was in high school.
Yeah, in high school, but it was like not something serious. Like it's not like recording like on the beat. It was recording like a beat, like the microphone recording a beat like from a computer, like me singing over it. It was crazy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So technically, that was your first song.
Technically, yeah, and then like after that, I low-key, I mean, considering those songs, I probably had like 50 of those.
Oh, so you guys kept making music?
Yeah, it was kind of like not even making music. It'd be like I started freestyling with my friends, and then they pull out their phone and record it like on the voice memo. You know, and then they send it like as like a WhatsApp audio. You know,
that's fire though.
Yeah, it just started like that, and then.
So you had like 50 of those songs. Or those
I wouldn't say like 50. Like I'd say like it was probably like at least like 10 to 15. But like in a span of like. Talking about like a month, like 2 months that this like when we first started like recording, with like yo, who records 15 like freestyles in like the first month not knowing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, got it. So there was a talent, like you knew there was something there.
Yeah, it was like I didn't even know it was a talent. I thought it was just like a fun thing to do. Yeah, it was like me and my friends would do it too. Like it was just like a thing to pass time, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, growing up, bro, I used to freestyle a lot too. Like we would walk around Savannah and put some just acapella, just start. I think you know what it was. I think it was 8 Mile. That movie was so big when I was a kid that we watched it so many times, bro. We would know all the battles, and we would always freestyle too, like just fucking around. I still do it, you know, every now and then. I'm not fucking good, but that's where Tokyo too started doing the freestyling. Always freestyling, me and my friends. So that's dope, bro.
Yeah, I think when it started, it was this thing. I think it was called Freestyle Fridays. I don't know if you ever heard it. There's this guy called Lin, I think his name was something Lin. He used to be a freestyler, and he was this little Asian dude that used to go like Freestyle Friday battle, like it was on MTV. Oh, and that was like my oldest memory of like watching battles and freestyling because my brother would put that on.
I remember on BET they had some shit like that.
Yeah. So that's like my oldest memories, and I keep forgetting his name, but like I always remember like it's the lines he said. Like there's one line that I remember to this day, like 3 years, like. Oh, like you want to be racist because I'm from China? Check your tips. They probably say made in China. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Walden Out.
Yeah, it's like so. It was like Walden Out type. Yeah, like Walden Out type. And that's like I think that's like what incited it. Like in the back of my head, like always like I was into 50. Like 50 Cent was like I saw him like as a god for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
the Chinese guy.
Yeah, like no 50.
Oh, 50 Cent.
Yeah, but I was wearing headbands.
That's what he. Yeah.
I had a buzz cut and I was wearing headbands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was 2001. He came out hot.
Yeah, he was crazy.
That is. So you graduated high school, right? Cause how old are you?
I'm 21.
So you're 21 years old, and then what you do after high school? Did you study? Are you still studying?
Yes, so I was studying. I was playing soccer. I was taking soccer pretty seriously at the time because I was pretty talented. So I had offers to go to places and stuff.
That's fire.
But then like my grades didn't let me go to like D1 or anything like that. It was actually crazy because I was told like go to a JUCO and or like go to like take like a gap year and then get my GPA up.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I really just wanted to take the offer. Like this school like did a lot for me. You know what I mean? Like they got me in with a lot of things, and I was never like a bad student. Never had bad grades. I had like 3.5 GPA up until my junior year, and that's when like I started like fucking around, bro. No, in high school. In high school, yeah. So I thought I was set, and then like I just fucked around. My GPA went to shit. I got to the end of high school, didn't really have any offers like that, like that I could take anymore, cause like once you have bad grades, like and you're at the end of your year and you send your transcripts in, all of them will tell you.
Especially soccer stuff.
All of them will tell you no. Like the coaches will tell you no. Like it doesn't matter how good you are, how much they like you. So I figured out, I might as well go play somewhere where they'll do a lot for me.
So you played in college?
Yeah, I played, but I realized like I was making music in the dorm,
Oh, so you're still in the music on the side?
Yeah, it's just crazy. So it's like I actually recorded songs there, like that. I think like friends of mine like might have dropped on SoundCloud. I don't know if they're still up on there. One of my friends, School Road Baby, he's a rapper from Boston. He had a studio in his apartment.
So you went to Boston to go play soccer?
I went to Virginia. He was from Boston. So he had like him and this kid named Holden had a dorm studio. We were recording there like, bro, every day, like after practice, I was going to the dorm, chilling, doing homework there, recording there. If it wasn't at practice, I was there. And then after a year or 6 months, I left. And bro, I came to Miami, and that's when it all really started.
So you just started focusing on music for real?
Yeah, that's when.
Or mainly?
I kind of didn't focus on music. I just kind of focused on me. I like to say, what I mean. I was like all the people around me that I was close to were started making music and stuff like that. And I wasn't really want to be that's my thing to do. I always just did it for fun. Yeah. And then one day, this kid he got a bunch of us together. He got Gordito Flow, who's actually signed to Sniper Gang now. Okay. He got this other kid named 5C, who's also a crazy rapper our age. He saw all of us. He knew us from high school. He's like, yo, you would freestyle. And he did kind of what you're trying to do. He got us all together and he booked us a studio. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, come. Yeah. I know you guys can rap. I want to be like you guys are managers. And we're like, bro, we're not. I'm not a rapper. Yeah, we're like, I'm not a rapper. He's like, he's not a rapper. He's like, 5C, he was the only one that was already rapping on beats and stuff and doing stuff. But me and Gordito Flow were just kind of we were just freestyling for fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, bro, we hopped in the studio and in our first studio session, we made a song named Tulises. And then, bro, we dropped that on SoundCloud the next day. And I remember the day after that, I had 3K plays, 2K plays or something like that. Yeah, and we were like, bro, you know what I mean? We're like, oh shit, okay. And
there's something there, there's something in the water.
Yeah, after that, it was really, bro, just my best friend, I said, my right hand man, Stone Flacco, he became an engineer. He went to school for it for a little, and then he was like, nah, I'm gonna do it my own way. Yeah. And bro, we would be recording each other in his bedroom and shit like that. And then next thing you know, yeah, bro. Next thing you know, he gets hired at a studio. Damn. Next thing you know, I'm recording at a studio, and then bro, 2 months later, I'm making music. People were seeing me as an artist. You know what I mean? It was it went from it's just around.
Calling you Alejandro to Ocho.
You know what I'm saying? From Ocho. El Ocho, bro. Everyone's like, yo, Ocho.
Yeah, bro. My phone, you're El Ocho.
That's what I'm saying, but everyone knows me as that, so it's well, it's kind of destined, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope, bro. So now you're making music. You're consistently, making it or working moves around it. Where do you see yourself in the whole music? What type of artist are you? What do you experiment? What's your deal?
I the reason how I made music. I started music. It's not with a purpose of I want to be this type of artist. Mm-hmm. I want to do this. I don't have a purpose in music. I like music. You know what I mean? It's around me. I like making music. I have songs that with reggaeton beats. I have songs with R&B beats. I have songs with techno type beats. It's it's just whatever I'm feeling that day. I'll say I'll go with it. It's just like it makes me. I enjoy it. At the end of the day, that's why I do it. So.
Cool. So you like to hop on different rhythms, different beats, whatever you fuck with, you're gonna hop on.
Yeah. It's like a kind of like the session with your brother. We never finished it, you know. But he saw like the way I work. I told him, he's like, bro, I don't really come with anything written or anything like ready like that. I kind of just start feeling the beat and I start singing, bro, and then I just fill it in, bro.
Dope. So when you're making a song, is it like fiction, things you're making up? Is it things that you're going through in life? How do you come up with, when you go to the studio, because you don't write, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't say I don't write. I do write, but I say like most of like my inspiration will come on like I'll go to sing, like just mumble, sing, like get melodies out. You know what I mean? And then just start building off that. There's times where I'll sit down and I'll write a whole song. And stuff like that. But I'll say for the most part, I'll start with a melody, and if I don't finish a song, then I'll finish up with the melodies I had. I'll finish up writing to that. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So yeah.
And then the other question: do you write what's going on, or do you sing and rap about what's going on in your own life, or is it mainly just like cool things you want to say?
About that? So bro, like. It comes naturally, so like a lot of the times, like for it to come naturally, you can't really make it up. You know what I mean? Right. So I realize that a lot of the times I'll be listening back to a song and I'm like, yo, like this sounds super familiar, and I'm like, yo, I'm going through this right now. You know what I mean? And it's like you're freestyling about a song, but it's like, bro, when you're like singing and you're just talking, like, and you hear it with a lot of my songs, like a lot of my songs are not like crazy, like I'm talking about like doing like crazy things, or like it's a lot of the things is like you could probably relate to it too, you know what I mean? Like if you sat down and listened to my songs, you'd be like, yeah, I could probably, I felt this way,
Yeah.
So it's because it's like you go in there and you just express an emotion, and then after that the beat takes over.
Yeah, I think like with freestyle especially, when you freestyle and you're in flow, it's stuff that I feel like is coming out of your subconscious, because it's there and you're just it's just coming out of your mouth in a cool way.
Exactly.
So I guess in a way, when you guys make music, in a way you're freestyling, but to start it off, I'm guessing, and then with the feeling that you feel with the beat and where the freestyle is going, and you guys put the words together.
Exactly.
But it has to come from within somewhere, right?
Exactly. It has to come from the heart.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Especially like, and I know like a lot of my songs, like I can feel like they have impacted people, because I've gotten messages, I've got people telling me like, yo bro, like that song, like bro, like it's really good, bro, like I listen to that song every day, it meant a lot, you know what I mean? Like this last drop, like I had messages I never thought I would get, like yo, like this song, like bro, I listen to the song every day, song like made me feel some type of way, you know what I mean? That's like something that inspires you to be like, wow, like if I could like invoke that emotion into somebody with something I'm feeling, it's something that I could keep doing.
Yeah. It makes it worth it.
Exactly, it makes it worth it. It's just like a plus, because like I didn't even, like I said, I don't have like a goal in this. Like my goal in this is to, of course I want to be successful and sell out venues and do it. Like that's who doesn't want to do that, but like at the end of the day, I didn't get into it with that mentality.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't get into it thinking about like, yo, like getting like all this money off of it. Like
right.
I'm still working on the side right now, and it's not my passion, but it's like it's paying for this. So like maybe this will pay back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's important to have something to like have on the side that is like a hobby or like a sport, something you get better. I think that's something that's very important that people should have, and that helps you release certain things. Some people just work all day and then they get home and that's it.
Yeah,
I think you have to have something that like challenges you creatively.
Yeah, and it's like I work towards this. It's not like I work like, if I were to say like, bro, I could be working right now, like saving up way more money and doing like just like living way more comfortable, but it's like, but I'm thinking about like what I'm gonna do next. I'm thinking about like my next move. Like I have a few videos lined up already. I have a flight next month. We have the show coming up. Like it's just always like I'm always trying to do something else. So I'm just working. Like this is just a means for now, because I truly believe I can do it. So like. And like when you're doing something with good intentions, and el corazón, y uno no espera nada, bro, like I feel like God sees that, God willing.
That's awesome, man. So you have a flight coming up. Is that you gotta do a show? You're doing a collab? What you got going on?
Yeah, bro. So that's actually for my new album that's coming out.
You're dropping a whole.
Yeah, so I wouldn't call it an album.
Actually,
I call it a project. Yeah, it's I've never dropped a project ever, so it's just been singles like up to now.
Right.
And so like I haven't dropped a song in like probably like 3 months or like 2 months since I dropped Frio, and I felt like it was time to like just sit back for like maybe 2-3 months, and then get like at least six,
Stack
seven
it
songs.
up,
Yeah, 6, 7 songs I really like because I didn't want to put out a whole album because you know like I feel like my album will come in when my album comes it'll be like
when it's time.
Yeah, it'll be time, and I feel like it's gonna be like different. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like I'm excited.
Better position.
I see my album like I'm like you know what I mean. Like, I'm gonna be already with them guys. You know what I mean?
With
like
boys.
my first album is gonna be with them guys. So
I hear you.
it's like right now I'm just doing me, trying to get myself out there, and like I stayed down these last few months. Like a lot of people, yo Ale, where you been? Yo Ocho, you haven't been dropping like songs going on, but we need music. I got like this one kid, bro. I love this kid. It's like my friend's brother.
You be getting mad,
bro. He gets mad, bro. He calls me. He's like, bro, I can't keep playing the same song, bro. You know what I mean? Like I've listened to all your songs, like, bro, I need music, bro.
I need
some
like, new shit.
Yeah, bro. And I'm like, bro, like. I wish I could drop it all now, but like I'm like I said, like I want like I want it to be an expression of me, and like I'm really picky with that. So this flight is just going to Colombia to work with I think like the best visual artist I've worked with so far. I don't want to say the best visual artist, but he's definitely the one that
you guys work well together.
Yeah, like we exchange ideas very well. He's very creative. He like understands what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? And I understand what he's seeing, and he's very passionate about it. And I really enjoy that. And I worked with guys here that are super passionate about it, and I love working. I keep planning. I'm planning on coming back and doing another 2 like videos with them too, but. It's just like him, like I just feel like right now we're in a little role, you know, like.
So you're shooting a bunch of videos or like 1 or 2?
Yeah, so I'm planning on doing either 2 or 3, depending on the time zone, and then, I have a few other things I don't want to say yet,
Of course,
but it's just like when the project comes out, it's not gonna be. I don't want people to think about it like it's like like I've been like meticulously putting this together, like I have a team behind me. It's like.
Right.
No, this is just me. Like this is how I want it to look. You know what I mean? This is my idea. When I envision myself like presenting my music to you, this is what I feel you should get from me. So like, that's what I'm working towards.
That's dope, bro. So you got how many songs on the EP?
Bro, right now I'm in between putting 5 to 8 songs.
Okay, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah, for an EP. For an EP.
EP normally is like 3 or 4.
Yeah, so.
Do your thing.
So I was thinking, because like I said, I feel like when I drop an album, like I'll probably drop like 12 to like 16 songs of like really good songs I like. But right now I just wanna, I have a lot of music too that I feel like it's time to let go of. So those 5 to 8 songs for now are, what I think is people are gonna get all types of vibes,
Fire, bro, fire. So you got the show coming up, bro. What's going down? Where's it at? What time? What do we bring?
Bro, November 4th. You already know it's at the Easton. Time to be announced. Everything's to be announced. You guys are going to know all the information soon. But we got a crazy amount of artists that are super talented coming from South Florida. I know a few of them personally. I don't know one of them, I think, but just from what I've heard about them and the music, like, it's just, I know like it's about to be a crazy show. Like, vamos a romper. I want everyone out there. But I'm just excited because, every single time people get together and they have a good energy, it's always something, you know what I mean?
How do you feel about performing? Do you get nervous no matter what? Do you chilling? Like, what are your feelings like before you hit the stage?
But I wouldn't say I get nervous. I'm just a very, I want things to always go right. You know what I mean? So, like, even in soccer, I played soccer a million times, a million games. I've performed, like, at least 10 times already in front of a good amount of people. Yeah. So it's not like I get nervous, but it's just like every time I'm up there, I'm like, all right, bro, my music gotta sound good. Like the mic gotta sound good. I got, I want everything.
So it's like a little bit of an anxiousness, making sure everything goes right. Yeah. You don't want something to fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like not a perfectionist, but I like things done in a certain way. You know what I mean?
A lot of artists are like that.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it's just something like I feel. Yeah, like you said, I feel like a lot of people like that make art in any type of way. They feel like that about their art. They want it to be a certain way because they have a vision.
Of course.
So the way you translate that vision is everything.
Bro. So so you got the album or the EP coming out. You got a couple videos you're shooting, and you're about to hit the stage at the Easton.
Yeah, bro. Thank God, gracias a Dios, las cosas están dando. Calladito, yo siempre me muevo callado, but I know people are hearing me, So that puts a lot of happiness in me, and like a lot of people didn't even know I did this. You know,
Yeah.
they didn't know I made music, or they didn't even know like
Yeah.
I came out of nowhere with it. Like a few years ago,
Right.
it was just like, oh, he used to like just sing for fun and all this stuff, and now like, bro, like me being on a call with Young Thug saying, yo, your music's hard. You know what I mean?
Oh, Young Thug?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Like it's on my Instagram live. But before he went to jail, like I'm with their people, his Fuego people, his
Yeah.
label. He's starting up. I'm on a call with him. He's telling me like, yo, your music hard. Where you from? What's your name? All that stuff. It's like a couple co-signs I've gotten, like
bro.
Kodak Black posting my
Saw
video.
that
You know
one.
what I mean? It's like
That's some real shit, bro.
yeah, it's like a few phone calls
They
that
hear
I've
you
had.
coming, bro. They hear you
Yeah.
coming, bro. Like,
You know,
Ocho.
there's eyes around, you know, and that puts a lot of happiness in me. But
Yeah.
you know, it just tells me, you know, like just keep doing you, you know, like
Exactly.
I'm not trying to be like anyone. You know, like my songs, I don't feel like sound like anyone's songs.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to admit, you know, I'm just trying to bring me into the world.
That's dope, bro. Well, man, thank you for the interview, bro. Appreciate it. You're gonna fucking kill the stage. And I know you're gonna drop that heat, and
Yeah, bro.
South Florida's gonna go nuts on that.
Bro, for sure, you know, everyone pop out, you guys already know where to be. El Ocho, estamos acá con Alistar rompiendo. November 4th at the Easton, you can't miss it, pop out.